Starfield's newest update is finally here, and Bethesda is coming at us with the biggest update they've done so far, with roughly 15GB worth of graphics optimizations, new features, bug fixes, and more. This is CM13, and today we're gonna be going over the changes in Starfield version 1.8.83. Starting off with the performance overhaul we've all been waiting for. Nvidia DLSS is finally out along with DLSS 3, DLAA, and Nvidia reflex to further boost performance of Nvidia GPUs. Upon testing, DLSS plus reflex gave a massive 40 FPS boost and basically doubled my performance compared to what I previously had on FSR2. I also reminded players to turn off VSync for the best results. And as you can see, Bethesda did deliver on this promise. Along with these improvements, they also released a few GPU performance optimizations for non-Nvidia GPUs, which is definitely good news for non-Nvidia users. Bethesda specified that this would only make the most impact on higher-end systems. They also added the ability for players to adjust the game's brightness and contrast, which is almost a requirement for every game. And it's a much needed feature to have, especially for people who prefer to play at higher brightness settings. They also added an option to adjust HDR settings if it's compatible with the screen you're using. Unfortunately, my monitor does not have HDR, so I wasn't able to test this out or showcase it. You can now also opt in for the beta version of Starfield. You can do so by following the steps on the screen mentioned by Bethesda in the patch notes. They also finally added the option for players to eat food placed in the world instantly, so you won't have to pick these up anymore to be able to eat them. It's a great feature to have, but I do think there's a low chance you'll have much use for it, especially during combat. They also adjusted stealth to be a bit more forgiving according to the patch notes, so it should be a bit easier to sneak around and sneak attack people. And I do think it does make a noticeable difference according to my tests, though I haven't been able to test this out on hostile enemies and being spotted in general when sneaking, but I was able to sneak into this Crimson Fleet camp and killing people without getting a bounty. But I can definitely confirm that stealth still feels really wonky in Starfield despite having a maxed out stealth skill. Bethesda also fixed a lot of gameplay issues, whether it was a visual bug or something that prevents a player from opening their inventory. There are also issues that could cause your home ship to be lost, or ship services technicians just suddenly disappear. So just random issues and bugs like that. An example I do have an experience with is when the owner of Jemison Merc didn't have any clothes on. And though it might be hilarious to see, it's great to see Gerard fully clothed while he tells people he isn't the stock boy. There were also a lot of fixes for quests that a lot of players have been stuck on. So players who have been stuck on these quests can now rejoice and finish these quests. While the performance improvements are top notch and Bethesda does deserve some credit, the delayed edition of DLSS is pretty much a head scratcher. And after a month of work, the update seems a bit underwhelming with only 34 changes. Despite the scale, this update is the best Starfield has seen so far, and Bethesda did good implementing features they've promised. But the updates are taking longer than expected and players feel that there is much to be improved. The Steam beta version of the game is definitely a positive, allowing the community to preview and test before the public launch. I hope they continue with this approach in future updates. And if you have any thoughts regarding the timing and size of this update, feel free to leave a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as this really helps me out as a creator, and click that notification bell to be notified of my latest uploads. And once again, this is CM13. I'll see you guys in the next video.